Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage, Huntsville. You guys know why you are here today. We are talking, once again, before I get into it, I need to say once more, rest in peace again to KEKE and her loved ones, and thoughts and prayers and condolences and all of the things, you guys, before we get into some things, unfortunately. So Carlos King, Messy Monday has returned, you guys, with Dr. Heavenly, and they decide at the beginning to, have a silent moment for the unfortunate and untimely passing of Keke Jabbar, right? And so, I'm thinking this is going to be, respectful, lighthearted, all of these things, right? Except for the person who said that they were not going to make this about themselves. Except for the person that says that they don't see what people say or do on social media. Seems to be very much aware of what everyone is saying and doing on social media, but doesn't condemn your own friends, Carlos King. And I just need it to make it make sense. What are you really upset about is what I want to know, right? Because I can agree with you, yes, that people are allowed to agree on how they want to. I can agree with you there. I can agree with you that people have been mean and people have been disgusting in regards to Keke's death, including your friends that you recruited to review Love and Marriage Huntsville this season. They've been very disgusting in their comments in regards to Keke, but nobody that they've shouted out seems to condemn them. It seems you are more concerned about tweets and comments that you don't read, that you don't know what they're about, from nameless and faceless people than you are the friends that have 500,000 followers and more. So I'm just trying to figure out what exactly it is you're angry about, right? And so he thanks Dr. Heavenly and Quad and some of his other reality TV friends for reaching out to him to see how he was doing, says that it was a tremendous loss, prayers to the Jabbar family, that it was shocking to him, he needed time to process, said basically that, people shouldn't push others to make a comment or video when dealing with grief. He was trying to respect the family's wishes of wanting their privacy respected. And, and then goes on this rant, you guys. Goes in on this rant about hate tweets, about hate comments, and that people can start tomorrow and dragging people, and that people are utilizing Keke's death to spew hate. And I'm thinking to myself, Carlos King, are we going to address the big elephants in the room? Are you going to say out of your mouth what Funky DINEVA said was too far? Are you going to say out of your mouth what the blogger did, releasing audio of Keke and audio of her allegedly crying after her death to place blame on your show and on Melody Sheree Rogers and on you? Are you going to call that out, Carlos King, or are you concerned about tweets you've never seen before and comments you've never read before that have you so riled up? Because I need to understand what the energy really is for, right? And so then also wanted to say, wanted to thank the people who were respectful, that did acknowledge Keke, and wanted to pray for everybody involved. And then there was another segment when they wanted to get into the review of the show, and basically Dr. Heavenly was like, listen, let's not, just stay in the space, let's not, sweat the small stuff, let's not just, hang on and just be, quote unquote, stuck somewhere, right? That it's not right, it's not healthy, it's not a good look. And then Carlos King comes back, you guys, with another rant. And he's like, listen, check it here, right? He's like, look at here. It's not, a right or wrong way to handle grief. And then he makes it a point to say that his quote-unquote social media manager, you guys, he was concerned that his social media manager kept asking him to make a comment or make a statement about Keke's death, and wanted to understand why people couldn't take a day off. And he was like, I did make a statement. Did you miss it? I did make a post on Instagram. Did you miss it? Well, technically, Carlos King, here's the thing, right? You did make an Instagram story, right, that expires in 24 hours, which is fine.
Except for technically your statement, we didn't know who you were talking about, right? Because there was no names, there was no information, there was no reference to the show, there was no reference to KEKE or her family or anything. So honestly, Carlos, I had no idea who the statement was about. Because everybody dies every day, you guys. Everybody has been dying at record amounts every single day. So honestly, Carlos King, I didn't know who your statement was about. If we're going to keep it a buck, I didn't know. And probably other people didn't know. That's probably why people were asking, right? But nonetheless, it is just funny that Carlos King is shocked that people want to hear from him. Boy, you also make it a point to promote the show in the capacity of, hey, I'm the king of reality TV. I created the show. I'm going to be in the episodes. I'm going to host the reunion. I'm going to have a podcast tour featuring the stars of the show and blah, blah, blah. Why wouldn't people want to hear something from you? You've made yourself the star of the show. You've made yourself the face of the show. So why wouldn't people want to hear from you, Carlos? That's what you did. You made yourself the face. So how is it you're shocked that your social media manager is asking you these things, is requesting of you of these things on behalf of others? Nothing's mathing for me right now. It's not mathing because, like I said, where is the energy for Funky DINEVA's comment? His 8-minute rant that basically accused KEKE of unaliving herself, that basically said that this was no accident, was being disrespectful to the family, being disrespectful to the people who knew her that were grieving, and there's no smoke. And where's the smoke for the people who are blaming you, who are blaming the show, who are blaming Mel, when one has nothing to do with the other? When KEKE hasn't even been on the show, she hasn't even been filming the show. Where is that energy? Where is the smoke for people coming for you, coming for your reputation, coming for your morals, your integrity, and trying to directly blame you? I didn't hear any of that in this video. You're more concerned about people wondering if and when you were going to say something, and you're gaslighting people because your statement was ambiguous. I mean, your story, right? Not your Instagram post, because I didn't see anything on your Instagram post. But your story was ambiguous, Carlos. People didn't know who you were talking about. Real talk, they didn't. Now, some people may have read between the lines. Some people may have put 2 and 2 together, but many people didn't know. So many people just figured you didn't have anything to say. And that's fine, right? That's fine if that's what it was, right? But don't get mad at the people who have questions, who are inquiring, who are looking to you when any other day of the week you want to say, this is my show, this is my production, this is the #1 show on the network. We're having record ratings of 3.1 linear millions of views, and be shocked that people are wondering, if and when you're going to say something. Is it right maybe to put that pressure on? No. But at the same token, Carlos, you're acting like you're behind the scenes. You're acting like you are the producer that is never in front of the camera, but in fact, you are the producer that is very much in front of the cameras. In every single aspect of this show, to the point people are wondering, okay, where are the boundaries? But if we're going to keep it a buck about people spewing hate, about people being messy, about people not taking a day off, what about your friends? Shout out to TLC. What about your friends? Are they going to stand their ground? Are they going to let you down again, Carlos King? What about them? Because where is that energy? Because that was the most vile of them all. That was the most disgusting of them all, of making flat out accusations about things they don't know. All of a sudden, everyone is in forensics, is a coroner, and has all the details, apparently. Apparently, just having the clout of saying that you know somebody or you've been in communication with somebody affiliated with the show apparently just gives you, all this access and all this free reign to say whatever you like, to say whatever you please about somebody. So if we're going to hold quote unquote mean people that don't take a day off accountable, why not say the names, Carlos King, of your friends that did the most damage, that said the most hurtful things of all, that disrespected KEKE's memory, that made KEKE's memory about their hate and their disgust for her? Where is the energy for that? You know, the same people that you promote on your platform to review the show, to talk about the show. That's who you should be upset about, because that's the person, those are the people who have the most reach and the most influence and the most followers. That should be where your grief is, and your beef should be with. Because that was the ultimate disrespect. That was the ultimate slap in the face. That was the ultimate carelessness and coldness and disgusting things to say about somebody. Listen, like I keep saying, it's not a popularity contest. It's not a competition of who was close to whom, who was good friends with whom, who was on good terms with whom. KEKE's not here anymore. But don't gaslight faceless, nameless people on Twitter of comments and tweets you claim to not seen. What about your friends? What about the comments your friends made, Carlos, that shouted you out in these videos while they were dragging one of your former cast members on the show? Nothing. Zilch. Crickets. No calls, no requests to, denounce what they said, that they went too far, that it was disgusting, and all of these things. Nothing. But you were worried about people who, again, have no followers, have no traction, have nothing going on, that you claim to not be aware of their comments. But that's where you want to draw the line. But the people, such as yourself and others, that have actual influence, that actually have the large platform, that have people that go to watch to see what you have to say, to see what you have to do or are going to do or not going to do, because you, again, have crowned yourself the king of all things reality TV. So people are expecting the king to say something, to do something. But this isn't it, Carlos. I can agree that people have been disgusting. I can agree people can grieve in their own way. I can agree there. But where I disagree is you acting as if one of your bestest friends didn't just take a whole crap on the overwhelming positive response and respectful response that took place in regards to the passing of KEKE immediately after her passing was announced. Immediately said in comments on the Jasmine brand that they believe that she OFFED herself. No smoke, though, Carlos, for your friend, for your best friend that he shouts you out all the time. No smoke there. But you're worried about, again, people's comments and tweets that you don't see, apparently. But you seem to be aware that they're allegedly mean. But you're trying to tell me you have no clue what your friend, your best friend, Funky DINEVA said? Well, you want me to believe that? Because the energy's not giving that you're not aware of what he said. The energy's not giving that you're condemning what he said. The energy seems very much, you're more upset that anybody came for you, anybody that dragged you, anybody that was requesting of anything for you. And that seems to be where your source of anger is. Not about anybody being mean or disrespectful to KEKE's death. And this is what I mean. This deflection that's taking place that somebody else did a few days ago over the weekend. And there's no accountability. Literally, you have one job. If you're going to turn on the camera and say all this stuff, Your biggest op, your biggest deflector, the person who did the most damage, the person who said the most hurtful and disrespectful things, you guys are doing the mute challenge on. So how can I take you seriously about a mean tweet or a mean comment from somebody or somewhere that you don't see anyways, or you don't know about anyways, but seem to be aware about it as well? But you're telling me you're completely clueless on what your friend said for 8 minutes and kept saying, I know this is wrong, I know this is too far, I know this is dark, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. I know this is callous, I know this is cold, but I don't care. I don't like this person, I don't care, blah, 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 blah. Nothing. Crickets, you guys. Absolute crickets. So it's the hypocrisy for me, because it seems as though we want to pick and choose, you know, what and whom we want to condemn. But like I said, the person that actually did the most damage, it seems to be a collective of the people that he shouted out, doesn't want, you know, to say anything. But you're going to get on your soapbox about other people, about nonsensical things that were not gaining the traction that your friends' comments did. So it's very interesting and peculiar that this is the stance you want to take, but no stance on Funky DINEVA, you guys. No stance on people who blatantly were trying to profit and trying to scam people on behalf of KEKE. Nothing. No comment there. But you're concerned about people wondering if and when you're going to make a statement, and you said you made a statement, but apparently it wasn't clear to the people because it didn't say anything about KEKE or her family or anything. So nobody knew what you were talking about. Real talk. But nonetheless, if this is what you want to do, Carlos, fine. You want to gaslight the people and make it about something else and make it about old people or mean in the world? Well, when were people nice, Carlos? People have always been mean. You know that. But we've been saying for years that people have been mean and nobody cared then. But now all of a sudden, when people are asking you, are asking you to come to the carpet, now it's a problem. But it's okay for other people to be treated terribly. And the mute challenge exists. And I'm just trying to make it make sense. Why is it okay to pick and choose that some things are okay for people to be mean and disrespected about, but others you want to have a conniption about? But then on the flip side, the biggest op of them all, the most negative thing that was said and done of all, you have nothing to say about. So there is that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.